So in this lecture, we'll see about IP version 4 addresses. The identifier that is used in the IP layer of the TCP/IP protocol suite in order to identify the connection of each device to the internet is called the internet address or IP address. A IP version 4 address is a 32-bit address that will uniquely and universally define the connection of a host or a router to the internet. IP address is the address of a connection, not the host or the router, because if the device is moved to another network, the IP address may be changed. So IP address is the address of the connection, not the host or the router, because when a device is moved to another network, the IP address may be changed. The IP version 4 addresses are unique that each address defines one and only one connection in the network via two networks if it has two IP version 4 addresses. These IP version 4 addresses are universal in the sense that the addressing system must be accepted by any host that wants to be connected to the internet. Now we'll see about address space. A protocol like IP version 4 that defines addresses has an address space. An address space is a total number of addresses used by the protocol. If a protocol uses B bits to define an address, then address space will be 2 raised to B because each bit can have two different values 0 or 1. So IP version 4 which uses 32-bit addresses, the address space is 2 raised to 32 or it is 42949672996 address space. Next we'll see about the notation. So notation, there are three common notations to show an IP version 4 address. One is binary base 2, another is dotted decimal notation base 256 and hexadecimal notation base 16. Now we'll see about binary notation. In binary notation, IP version 4 addresses is displayed as 32 bits. To make the address more readable, one or more spaces are usually inserted between each octet. So you can see in the first one or more spaces can be inserted between each octet and it is displayed as 32 bits group of 4 octets. Then which is 8 bits. IP version 4 addresses are more compact and easier to read. It is usually written in decimal form with a decimal point dot separating the bytes. So you can refer the figure for dotted decimal notation, how it is shown. It is represented with a byte written in decimal form with a decimal point dot separating the bytes. So there is a dot separating the bytes which is written in decimal form. That format is dotted decimal notation. Then each number in dotted decimal notation can be between 0 and 255. So here we have taken the example shown 128.11.3.31. IP version 4 is also in hexadecimal notation. Each hexadecimal digit is equivalent to 4 bits, meaning that a 32 address has 8 hexadecimal digits. So there are 8 hexadecimal digits for hexadecimal notation. Next we'll see about hierarchy in addressing. hierarchy in addressing when in any communication network that will involve the delivery process, such as it may be telephone network or a postal network. Address system is hierarchical. If it is a postal network, postal address includes country, state, city, street, house number and the name of the mail recipient. Similarly, a telephone network is divided into the country code, area code, local exchange and connection. A 32-bit IP version 4 address is also hierarchical but divided only into two parts. The first part of the address is called prefix, defines the network. Here it has been shown prefix, which has been shown with n bits, which defines the network. Second part of the address is called suffix, which has been shown here, which defines the node. Prefix will define the network, suffix will define the node, which is a 32-bit IP version for address. So 32 minus n bits will be of suffix. Prefix length is of n bits, and this prefix length can be fixed length or variable length. Suffix length is 32 minus 9 bits. Suffix length is 32 minus bits. Then whatever is the network identifier in IP version 4 is a fixed length prefix. Whatever is the network identifier in IP version 4 is a fixed length prefix, which is obsolete now and referred to as classful addressing. Then now it is obsolete now, but it is now referred to as classful addressing. There is one new scheme called classless addressing, where it has variable length network prefix. Next we'll see about classful addressing. Classful addressing, which is showing the occupation of address space in classful addressing the figure. IP version 4 address was defined with a fixed length prefix when internet started in order to accommodate both small and large networks. 3 fixed length prefixes were designed instead of one, with n is equal to 8, n is equal to 16 and n is equal to 24. Whole address space was divided into 5 classes called as class A, class B, class C, class D and class E, which is shown here. That is why this scheme is referred to as classful addressing. First we will see about class A. In class A, network length is of 8 bits. So here it has been written n is equal to 8 bits. Since first bits, which is 0, always the first bit which is 0 here shown in prefix defines the class. We can have only 7 bits as a network identifier. Out of 8 bits, the first bit is 0, remaining 7 bits as a network identifier, meaning that there are 2 raised to 7 is equal to 128 networks in the world that can have class A address. In class B, network length is 16 bits. Since the first 2 bits, which are 1, 0, define the class, we can have only 2 bits. In class B, network length which is of 16 bits, shown here, 16 bits, but the first 2 bits are 1, 0, which define the class. We can have only 14 bits as network identifier, meaning that there are only 2 raised to 14 is equal to 16,384 networks in the world that can have a class B address. All addresses that start with 110 belong to class C. In class C, the network length is 24 bits. But since 3 bits define the class, we can have only 21 bits as a network identifier, meaning that there are 2 raised to 21 is equal to 2,97,152 networks in the world that can have a class C address. Class D is not divided into prefix and suffix used for multicast addresses. All addresses that start with 111 in binary belong to class E. Class E is not divided into prefix and suffix and is used as a reserve. Next we'll start with address depletion. So whatever where the addresses were not distributed properly, classful addressing has become absolute. The internet was then facing with the problem of the addresses being rapidly used up, resulting in no more addresses available for organizations and individuals that needed to be connected to the internet. So this class can be assigned to only 128 organizations in the world. But each organization needs to have a single network with 16 lakhs 1,67,77,216 nodes. So most of the addresses in this class were wasted, unused, as only a few organizations that are this large. Class B addresses were designed for mid-size organization, but many of the addresses in this class also remain unused. Class C addresses have a completely different flaw in design. Number of addresses that can be used in each network, 256, was so small that most companies were not comfortable using a block in this address. Class C addresses were almost never used, wasting the whole class. So next we'll see about subnetting and supernetting. So the address depletion was eliminated using subnetting and supernetting. In subnetting, class A or class B is divided into several subnets. Each subnet has a larger prefix length than the original network. For example, if a network in class A is divided into 4 subnets, each subnet has a prefix of n sub is equal to 10. At the same time, if all of the addresses in a network are not used, subnetting allows the addresses to be divided among several organizations. Subnetting was devised to divide a large block into smaller ones. Supernetting was devised to combine several class C blocks into a larger block to be attractive to organizations that need more than 256 addresses available in a class C block. So now we'll see about advantages of classful addresses. Given an address, it is easily able to find the class of the address, and since the prefix length for each class is fixed, we can find the prefix length immediately. Prefix length in classful addressing is inherent in the address, so no extra information is needed to extract the prefix and suffix.